Google Calendar. In this video, you'll learn how to create and share calendars, create reminders, add attachments, and scheduling.
Hey there. In this video, we are going to look at how to use Google Calendar. Like I've told you in previous videos, I use Calendar to organize everything in my life. So I have personal calendars, tell me when I need to do personal things. I have a calendar specifically for concerts I want to go to. I have this calendar, I have a family calendar, I have a calendar for each of my children. I even have a calendar for my own schoolwork. So, now the first thing we want to do is create a separate calendar. So in order to do that, you're going to want to go down here, create new calendar. So name it whatever you want. Fake school calendar. Contains all school appointments. Create calendar. Now I have this new calendar created. Perhaps I want to share this calendar with somebody else. I can go down here to it. Let's see. There. So here it is right here. If I click on these three dots, this is actually called a kebab. It gives me settings right here. If I want, I can also customize the color to make it stand out from other calendars. But going into settings, I can scroll down and I can make it public, which means I could get a shareable link and share it with anybody. I can add specific people right here. Hit add people. And let's put Morgan on there. So with all the other Google stuff, you can set different permissions. If you hit permissions right here, you can see perhaps you're posting a calendar publicly and you just want people to see if you're busy or if you're available. You can do that and it hides all the details. You can set it so that people can view all event details. That's how I have the calendar set for y'all. I can set this permission so that this person can make changes to events, or I can set it so this person can change and manage sharing, which means they could add other people to the calendar. So I've invited her to the specific calendar. I can also set up different notifications here if you want. I do all my notifications right inside of the appointments though. So let's go back and work through some of the skills inside of the calendar. Create an event in calendar. Go up here to the top left where you've got your plus button, create, and it pops up an event. You can title it whatever you want. You can have it have times right here. You can add specific guests to this event, and it will send them an email, and I can actually, if they have it available, I could check their availability. I could add a location if I want. I can also right in here embed Google Hangout. So when I do that, it creates a Hangout, and when whoever gets the notification that an appointment has been made, they can go into the Hangout and immediately join. And then I can add any other kind of details I want. And if I want it, I could even stick, say, a link to a Google Doc in here. This is really helpful if you're creating an appointment for like a departmental meeting. Maybe it's just a monthly departmental meeting and you want to make sure that everybody knows when and where, so you can put the location and the time and date, and then you can also embed an agenda so that everybody, all the attendees, can go to the agenda, add items to it using the link and linking it to a Google Doc right here. And that way they are responsible for adding to the agenda. And then down here you choose which calendar you want it on. And if I want, I could go into more options and I could do find a time, and it would actually send an email to the guests listed over here and ask them, would this time work for you? And you can even make this an all-day event. So then it doesn't have a specific time, but it shows up there at the top. And you can add different notifications. One day before 9 a.m. because it's all day, so it lets you choose what time you want it to send out. Or if it's not an all-day event, when you go to add a notification, it just does it in a certain number of minutes, hours, or days before the actual appointment. And you can have it as a notification that comes up on your device, or you can have it as an email that's sent to your Gmail to remind you. So if I save that, it says, would I like to send invites to everybody on the calendar? Yes, I would. And so I've created an appointment, I've set the time up, and I've shared it with somebody else. So I've also showed you already how to share the whole calendar. I showed you how to set customized reminders for notifications on the event just now. I showed you how to attach a shared doc in the Google Calendar event at the bottom where it had that link button. And I showed you how to use it to check for availability, how to send invitations. And the last thing on here I did want to cover is using a resource calendar to reserve items. A lot of times your school might have the library checks out a cart of Chromebooks. Well, the librarian can actually go in there and create a calendar for the library cart of Chromebooks, just like we created one a minute ago. Go down here, create a calendar called Library Cart of Chromebooks, and post it publicly available. So people can see if it's already booked, and people can send an invitation to the librarian and try to get an appointment on the calendar. So Google Calendar helps me stay organized personally and professionally. It is a very, very handy tool for that purpose. And because it integrates so well with other Google apps, it's another bonus all around. So as always, let me know if you have questions.